I'm more excited to see him play than anything. I'm looking forward to seeing him hit the field again. He deserves it. He's earned it. He's worked extremely hard, so I'm excited for him.
What's up? Long time no see, man. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Having my brother who is exactly like me in every single way is a superpower, because you got to talk to somebody. Everybody has those challenges. It's just about where you feed those thoughts. Do you store them deep within, or do you let them out? And letting them out is talking to people. Letting them out is positive. I think you got to have that person to talk to, and that's my guy.
You grew up in London, Ontario, with a single mom, a lot of financial struggles, family members dealing with substance abuse. How aware were you of exactly what your situation was at that age?
As a young kid, you're aware of everything that's happening. We knew what was going on. We knew things were tight. It's just what it was.
You don't feel like you're doing anything different than anyone else. You just feel like this is what's happening. It was our situation, and honestly, like, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
There was an overall feeling that you guys are in this together.
Yeah, like we kind of felt like our only choice was to do everything to our absolute fullest, put all our energy into everything that we were doing. I guess the pressure was to just make it all pay off.
There were definitely days where you doubt yourself, but I was lucky to have my brother to always talk to and bounce our feelings off of each other. And if there was something wrong, I was bouncing it off him, and I'd always let it out to him. Mental health was never something that I really looked at as a factor in performance till the sports side of things came in. It can either fold you or you can kind of live within it.
I just finished up the game. I get a call from my agent. It's like, man, your brother's knee, it's not good. Like, something just happened.
It's going to be a Week 18 loss, it appears, for Philadelphia, but losing players as well. They lost Sidney Brown to a knee.
I knew right in the moment that I tore it, and I just, right there and then, I'm like, yeah, 12 months. I'm like, I'm gonna be out of this sport for 12 months. And I didn't really know what to think.
My brother's calling me, and I'm like, oh man, like, this can't be good. So I pick up the phone, and I can already like hear like the emotion that, you know, he's feeling. Like I can feel that through the phone.
I remember sitting in the locker room crying, and I was just like, man, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna approach this? Like, am I ever gonna come back and be the same football player again? I just became filled with all these negative thoughts.
It just instantly went to just attack everything in between that MRI tomorrow morning and that first game you come back. Just focus on the controllables and you'll be fine.
He's like, dude, you got this. Nobody's gonna attack this better than you. You're gonna be at the bottom of the pit, but you gotta get out. Think in the moment, thinking about what I can do to move on and be successful and leave what just happened in the past. That's all I know. If you think about growing up, that's all it was. We were moving from place to place. Leaving things in the past is just something that we kind of became normal for us. It's just almost second nature. It's just, what am I gonna do now? How am I gonna get back? And how am I gonna be a better football player when I touch the field next? It's something I still kind of struggle with now, is letting some of the negative thoughts out. But I think it's so important because we all store these thoughts within us. It doesn't matter how old you are, who you are, what you're going through. Learning how to talk is really gonna help you push through, be successful, you know, take those jumps, take those leaps, and move at the pace and speed that you need to.
Sidney Brown, Chase Brown, identical twins from Canada, playing against one another in the NFL.
Good? Yeah. Now my body's straight. No, let's get the jersey. Give me that jersey.
Obviously, you and your brother are very lucky to have each other. A lot of people are dealing with mental health issues, other issues and struggles in their lives. May not have a twin brother to reach out to on the phone. What's your message to people like that?
Talk to somebody. Like, don't hold it in. Don't beat up on yourself. Just talk to somebody. Sometimes when you're alone, you feel like everybody's against you and people don't want to see you succeed, and you can kind of back yourself up into this corner that puts you in a really dark place. So I think reaching out and talking about what you're feeling is extremely important, because it's really the first step to getting yourself back on track. Don't feel like you need to keep your emotions in. Go talk to somebody, go reach out, find help if you ever need anything. But you just never want to feel alone. So like, I have a twin brother, he plays for the Eagles. So I always had him to go to if I ever had something on my mind.
So if you were to sum up your relationship with Sydney in one word, what would it be?
That's a hard one to answer.
You motivate each other.
That's probably the best way to put it. It's a blessing to have, for real, because I know he's never gonna let me just sit back and just be regular. Like, he's always gonna push me to do something that I wouldn't do if I was just by myself.